can see the smile is so big because every time I get an opportunity to speak to a lady about poultry farming, I'm always over the hills. Miss Pamela.
Yes, madam.
Welcome to my channel.
Thank you.
This is Call Me Frida House, where we plant ideas and we harvest results. We're going to talk about a very interesting topic about why should women, or why is it important for women to engage in poultry farming. And who else could be the best to talk about that other than Miss Mugume of Kwaagala Local Poultry Farm?
I'm very happy to meet you today, to work with you and converse with you about the local poultry. So I'm very much interested to communicate to people there outside about the local poultry.
And thank you for allowing me onto your farm.
You are welcome, madam.
To start off, you had an idea with your husband to start a local poultry farm, and you're all working in a school. Tell us about that journey.
The truth is, at first, I had a negative attitude towards the local poultry.
Oh, so you were doing other breeds before?
Yeah, at first we were keeping the layers, the broilers, and the broilers.
Okay.
Yeah, so we kept all those type of birds. So it was very difficult for me to transfer from those ones to local poultry, but my husband brought that idea, although it took time for me, but later I appreciated. Because after joining this farm, I found that I was a bit misplaced.
How?
Because at first, for example, keeping birds like layers, yeah, it is very interesting because once they are productive, you are picking eggs almost every day. But it needs a lot. These layers, they need a lot of attention. For example, if they have started laying and you do a mistake of changing the food, or sometimes, yes, or sometimes you change the environment, it's very difficult for them to catch up. Sometimes the number of eggs in production reduces. But unlike these ones, even if you change the environment, even if you change the type of food, it is not the same as the other ones. And also even these local birds, they are not much disturbed by the diseases. Yeah.
Okay. So you later accepted the...
I later accepted it, and now I'm really happy and appreciating because it is doing for us. Yes.
Mr. Mugume mentioned for him he does a lot of marketing and you do the practical work. Tell us about that part.
I take care of these birds from day one to the time that they are old. So, looking after them, of course you have to start with when the bird is young. We have to first go to the brooder. In a brooder, the brooder has to be clean, it has to be with some ventilator, and also it has to be warm because these young chicks need enough warmth that will help them to grow well.
Does it, when you're taking care of these chicks, does it feel familiar? Because I know your mother. Does that process feel like you know it before?
Yeah, these chicks can also get familiar to someone. As long as you are taking care of them, the moment you open, if there is no water, if there is no heat, they can show. If they are not happy, they show you that they are not happy because they also feel happy. If they are happy, if they are healthy, even if they are still young, you enter inside and you find them when they are active.
Okay.
Yeah, and if they want food, true, they can show.
Just like a baby.
Like a baby, yes.
So, you've been doing poultry for how long now?
So for this one, we started since 2019.
Wow. That's
for the
quite
local
some
poultry.
time.
Yeah.
It's quite some time. And you are a lady, and you look amazing. By the way, she looks amazing.
Thank you.
Do you think it's very, very important for ladies, mothers, grandmothers to get involved in poultry farming?
Yeah, it is very true, and it's very important for us ladies to work together with our spouses, those who have. And even if you are single, still you can work out something for yourself or for the family. So, for example, since we started this poultry keeping, I'm in position to work with my husband. For example, we run out everything together. I'm not a lady who can wait for a husband to bring money to take care of everything, because we have birds at home. If our children need some eggs to eat, we don't go and buy. We have already. And we give them, they eat, they look healthy, we sell some eggs. Life is okay. We are not regretting. Yes.
Personally, how is doing poultry farming transformed you into a better person?
Yeah, it has made me a better person to the extent. First of all, professionally, I'm a teacher, but although I'm teaching, I can't fail to look after these birds, because I can wake up in the morning, I clean for them, I provide for them food and water after I go and do something else. And the other side, you find me earning from school. Even at home, I'm earning something. At the end of the day, we are getting double income. So even if you have an office, I encourage everyone to be with something aside that can help the family and the public at large.
But you're also not seeing yourself being a teacher all the time.
No. It is not enough. It's not enough to take on to earn something from one side. It's better you get many ways that you can earn something. For example, poultry is good, but good for those ones who are interested. As long as you are not interested, you will not manage to take care of these birds. So you have to be interested at first, so that you take care of the birds.
So did you develop interest because your husband asked you, or you had that passion of doing poultry?
Me personally, I also had interest.
Okay. Do you know that most ladies, for example, of our age, I would say, they don't like poultry farming because it's dirty?
Yeah.
What advice do you have for them?
Really, the advice that I can give to every lady outside, don't undermine any type of work or job. Yeah, it looks to be a dirty work, but after cleaning, after feeding them, you bathe, you wash, and your life changes and it moves on. Yeah.
Because I would be like, oh, with all my nails, my polished nails, how can I touch in the chicken droppings,
It doesn't matter. You can even, there are some gloves, those who are those ones, for example, who are not eager to use, it is not necessary that you use your naked hands. You can use the gloves, you clean for the chicks, you feed the chicks. At the end of the day, you remove the gloves, you clean yourself and stay around.
Amazing. So Pamela,
Yes, madam.
I know I'll get this money, when I've sold off the cocks or the birds, the day-old chicks.
Yes.
Sometimes where the problem comes from is that we ladies, when we see money, we panic, we get excited, we think of shopping and all that. How do you handle your money when you get it?
Shopping, for example, if you talk of shopping, it is true. For example, for us, if we get the money, we have to budget for everything. We have to budget for the feeds, we have to budget for medication in case of any breakout. we have to budget for hatchery and other things. But shopping, yeah, we do some shopping, but it is not the first priority. For example, I don't buy clothes every month. I don't. Yeah, we shop for the necessary things. Then after we use that money for other things. Because through this poultry, we have managed to do some things that I can't tell everyone right now.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay. So as we wind up this interesting conversation, Pamela, kindly, what are your last words to all the ladies out there in connection with poultry farming?
Yeah, so I'm not going to encourage only the ladies.
Okay.
I have to encourage both ladies and gentlemen.
Let's be selfish a bit.
We be selfish? Okay. Our dear ladies outside there, please don't ignore something concerning with poultry. Try. I know that most of them are having fear. Some of them are saying poultry is dirty, but my word of encouragement is come and join local poultry keeping. At the end of the day, he will tell us the best of it.
Come and testify.
Yes.
And that's where we are wrapping our story about why should we have more women on board when it comes to poultry farming. There is a lot of benefits that I don't want us to say again because we've mentioned together with Miss Mugume. Like I mentioned, a poultry farm which is run by a woman is visible. You know, if she's at the back of the wheel, it always shows, and this is how it's showing. All right, until we meet in the next video, keep preaching the gospel of doing poultry farming, especially for ladies. Bye.